Welcome back. Right now we're talking about what's next for our South Carolina schools after President Trump signed yesterday's executive order intended to go ahead and dismantle the U.S. Department of Education. And that department, if you're not familiar, handles funding for federal programs like Title I and also higher education grants like Pell Grants. Our Josie Frost speaking with state leaders and also education experts. She's joining us now from the State House with more on what's to come.
Some state officials are throwing their support behind the move, saying it would give South Carolina more control over how to use its education funding. But others say they're worried that the state might lose out on some of this funding altogether.
It's time to come together, like everybody needs to be on the same page here for what's best for children and to make sure that the politics don't enter into the school and on the backs of our children.
Sherry East is with the South Carolina Education Association. She says she's worried about the funding that comes through the Federal Department of Education, like Title I, which funds some schools in poverty, and IDEA funding for special ed programs.
Like if there are positions, people that are paid with title monies, to make sure those title monies get back into the classroom, or how many positions does your district hold in title monies, and to make sure those title monies are still there. If they don't trickle down like they say, there could be a loss of personnel and there could be a loss of staffing, and then that would be an increase in class size.
The plan to dismantle the department right now is up in the air. Any substantial changes would need to go before Congress. Chase Meyer is a political science professor with the University of South Carolina. He says he expects legal challenges to the order.
So Trump is hoping to do is Congress will pass a law to complete the dismantling of the department. But that honestly seems unlikely. It doesn't seem there's the votes in Congress, particularly not in the Senate, to actually truly get rid of the Department of Education.
The department also funds higher education programs like federal Pell Grants.
Will it be handled in the Department of Education, or will it possibly be handled in the Treasury Department? And then if you are a graduate paying back your loans and paying that off, you will still be making those payments. So if Trump's executive order is successful, it's not going to go away. It's just going to shift stuff around.
Earlier this week, State Superintendent of Education Alan Weaver said the state is taking steps to ensure they get the funding that was allocated.
We have an ironclad commitment to ensure that our low-income students and our special needs students don't miss a minute of what they are owed.
The governor also lending his support to the move. In a statement, a spokesperson said, "A good education is best shaped by those who know their students and communities, not by Washington bureaucrats." Governor McMaster supports President Trump's efforts to provide states more control over educational outcomes. Meyer also said any action from Congress would likely be months down the road, and this year's funding has already been allocated, so most of it shouldn't be in jeopardy. Reporting at the State House, Josie Frost, News 19, WLTX.